back in 2016, I feel like that was the heyday of my, 17, 18-year-old creativity, where you're just going crazy for it and nothing really slows you down because you don't know much about the world. Not to be doom or gloom, but it's not exactly as easy as 17-year-old me would have liked. I'm not complaining. This is life, but creativity doesn't have the same place for me anymore, or at least not the rampant kind that I used to have, where I just go do anything, spend money on anything, say screw it, and just go do it. It's a lot more difficult when you got a wife and kids. We're turning 25 this year, this July. I'm recording this in May. I thought it's interesting how much my perspective on things has changed over the last 7 or so years. Well, longer than that now. It's probably like 9 years now that I've been doing this. And obviously, I'm just a dude who records things and post them online, and it's not like I have made a community for myself or anything. I'm no YouTuber, but I don't really want to be. I don't really appreciate the lifestyle that people like to attribute to YouTubers, and I feel like there's a lot more important roles in the world right now that need to be filled. And, maybe as lame as it sounds, but that's why I'm a carpenter. That's why I'm not trying to be an influencer. Not that I feel like I could fit that lifestyle anyways, because I feel like that's too soul-sucking. I like sharing bits of my life, and I like sharing creativity, but I think there's a place for it, and I think there is a very saturated market of people who do it very well. And not to say that you can't make it, I'm sure you can, but I feel like there's a lot more crucial things in life right now that we need than another YouTuber with 500 subscribers. It doesn't mean much in life anymore. For instance, Alberta is basically half on fire right now, hence the mood lighting. There's a lot of uncontrolled forest fires happening right now that are causing literally us to be engulfed in smoke, and we're hundreds and hundreds of kilometers away from any of the fires, but it's pretty real. And no posting online, and no yapping at people, making more video content is going to do anything to help anyone. It's going out there and, helping, volunteering. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the role that people have online is not important, because I do think it is a market that is important, but when I have an influencer in one hand and a firefighter in the other, I'm gonna pick the firefighter, who is doing a lot more for this world than someone posting TikToks or Reels or YouTube Shorts. And I'm not trying to bash anyone. I think everyone should have a right to do what they want to do in life, and if that is making TikToks, and making Reels, and making YouTube Shorts, then so be it. You do you. Everyone has a dream. Some people dream still to get into Hollywood, even though it's an absolute abomination of greed and deceit and pedophilic intentions by everyone and every director, but I think I'm just fed up with the whole creative world. I don't think there's much creativity in money. And I understand that you need to pay your bills, but there's a difference between paying your bills and then extorting money and taking the shortcut just for the sake of money. It's a problem I've had with YouTubers and, so-called filmmakers for a long time. And yeah, I still call myself a filmmaker, even though I really don't have anything to my name. But I have come to realize that there is more to filmmaking than just making movies in Hollywood or making critically acclaimed indie films that are just really long and drawn out and have no real purpose except cool cinematic shots. I think I'm just tired of the space. I think it's such a glorified scene and such a glorified idea of what society is supposed to look like, and I just don't think that is really what we need in the world right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for filmmakers and photographers and creative people. I still love art, and I think art is extremely important in life for expression and all that, but I have no reason to push towards anything Hollywood or anything like that. And I still love making creative things and making this video cinematic in ways that I can, and that's always an eye that I will have. But I think, probably to no one's surprise, I am not planning on becoming a YouTuber or uploading regularly. Because even when I said I was going to upload regularly, I never did. This video will probably be cut together in all kinds of ways, but as with anything, it's still a form of expression and personally a form of art. And maybe this video has no purpose or point except for me to just talk and, express how I'm feeling to 10 people who watch this video, but that's alright with me. It's never really been about numbers personally. Never really thought that I was going to be preaching to thousands of people, and I'm okay with that. I think what's more important is just expressing yourself and saying what you think without hurting anyone. Respect other people and do what's right. Live the best you can to support your friends and family. And maybe make the generation to come not have the same problems that this generation has from the previous one. But that's a pretty high stack of orders. I'll have to check the date, but I believe back in what would have that been? 2015, I recorded a video in this spot. And, yeah, it's pretty bad. But I've learned a lot of things over the years. That the big one is that no, your camera doesn't really matter. It's how you use it, as they've been saying for the last, forever. Never really listened to them until I got to a point where I realized that you just have to use what you're given and make the best of it. Obviously, cameras do matter because some cameras are better than others, but Your phone is better than my camera probably right now as it is. I'm still shooting on my Canon 80D, ye old faithful that Casey Neistat used to use, and probably the biggest influence in my early creativity days. Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, Nop-Top, Indie, what was it called? Indie film? I don't remember. Film Riot. There's a bunch of other ones that I think, like myself, have disconnected from this whole thing because they have come to realize that there are things that are more important in life, and they just don't have time for this crazy lifestyle that YouTubers like to push for themselves. And yeah, like I said, maybe there is no reason or point for me making this video, but I felt creative. I felt like I could see an image in my head, and I wanted to film it. If only you could see what I see right now. This is pretty cool. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Whenever that will be. We'll find out. It's pretty cool out. Peace.